Hello and welcome back to English Daily Studio. I'm Jessica. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Maybe you're on your way to work. Maybe you're enjoying the short coffee break. Or maybe you're already thinking about everything you need to do today. If your to-do list feels a little too long, you're definitely not alone. Life is busy, work is busy, and sometimes it feels like everyone wants a piece of our time. Today's episode is about one simple word. It's only 2 letters long, but for many people, it's one of the hardest words to say. No. Why is saying no so difficult? Why do we agree to things we don't really want to do? And how can saying no actually make us happier, more productive, and even kinder? Let's find out together. Imagine this. It's Wednesday afternoon. You've finally found some quiet time. You put on your headphones, you open an important report, you're ready to focus. Then your phone rings. Hey, Jessica, do you have a minute? You smile. Sure. That 1 minute becomes 15. You return to your report. Before you can read the first page, another message appears. Can you help me with this? You don't really have time, but you reply, of course. An hour later, your own work still hasn't started. At the end of the day, you're tired, not because you were lazy, not because you worked slowly, but because you spent the whole day saying yes. Does that sound familiar? For many people, this happens almost every day. Today's question: most of us want to be helpful. We want people to like us. We want to be seen as friendly, reliable, and supportive. So we say yes. Yes to another meeting, yes to another project, yes to helping a coworker, yes to working late. At first, saying yes feels like the right thing to do. But after a while, something changes. Our calendars become full, our energy disappears, and we begin to feel stressed. The truth is simple. Every time we say yes to something, we're also saying no to something else. Maybe we're saying no to our own work. Maybe we're saying no to spending time with family. Maybe we're saying no to rest. So today, let's explore 5 reasons why learning to say no is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. Reason number 1. Every yes has a hidden cost. Let's start with the first reason. Many people believe that saying yes is always positive, but every yes comes with a price: time, energy, attention. Imagine your schedule as a glass of water. Every new task adds more water. At first, everything fits. Then the glass becomes full. If you keep pouring, the water spills over. Your schedule works exactly the same way. There are only 24 hours in a day. No matter how organized you are, you cannot create more time. When you accept every request, your most important work often gets pushed aside. Ironically, the people who always say yes often end up disappointing others. Deadlines are missed, mistakes happen, promises become impossible to keep. Successful people understand something important. They don't protect their time because they're selfish. They protect it because it's limited. Before saying yes, they ask one simple question: what will I have to give up if I accept this? Sometimes that question changes everything. Reason number 2. People respect clear boundaries. Now let's move to the second reason. Many people are afraid of saying no that makes others dislike them. But in reality, respect often grows when people know your boundaries. Think about someone you admire, perhaps a great leader, a successful business owner, or an experienced manager. Do they accept every invitation? Do they attend every meeting? Do they answer every request immediately? Probably not. They choose carefully, and because of that, people value their time even more. Boundaries are like fences around a garden. A fence doesn't keep people away because you dislike them. It protects something valuable inside: your time, your health, your energy. When you politely say, "I'm sorry, but I can't this week," you're not rejecting a person, you're protecting your priorities. Most reasonable people understand that. In fact, many people secretly admire someone who can politely say no because they wish they could do the same. Reason number 3. Saying no helps you do your best work. Here's the third reason. Focus is becoming one of the most valuable skills in today's world. Every day we receive emails, messages, phone calls, invitations, requests, notifications. Each one asks for our attention. If we say yes to everything, our attention becomes divided into tiny pieces. Imagine trying to read 5 books at exactly the same time. You might read 1 page from each, but you won't make much progress. Work is no different. Great work needs time. It needs concentration. It needs space to think. That's why successful people don't just manage their time, they manage their attention. Sometimes the best way to say yes to excellent work is to say no to distractions. Steve Jobs once said that innovation comes from saying no to 1,000 things. That's an interesting idea. Success isn't only about what you choose to do, it's also about what you choose not to do. And that's a powerful lesson for all of us. Reason number 4. Saying no reduces stress and prevents burnout. Now let's talk about the 4th reason. Many people believe that working harder is the answer to success, so they accept every opportunity, every new project, every extra task, every request for help. At first, it feels exciting. You feel needed, you feel important, you feel productive. But after weeks or months, something begins to change. You wake up feeling tired. You find it difficult to concentrate. Small problems start to feel much bigger. You become impatient. Even simple tasks seem difficult. This is how burnout often begins. Burnout doesn't usually happen because of one bad day. It happens because of too many busy days without enough rest. Think of your energy like the battery in your phone. You can use it all day, but eventually it needs to be recharged. If you never charge your phone, it stops working. People are the same. Rest isn't a reward for finishing your work. Rest is part of doing good work. Learning to say no gives you the space to recover. It allows you to protect your energy for the things that truly matter. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's necessary. Reason number 5. Saying no means saying yes to what truly matters. And finally, we come to the 5th reason. This may be the most important lesson of all. When you say no to something unimportant, you're actually saying yes to something more valuable. Yes to your biggest goals. Yes to your family. Yes to your health. Yes to learning something new. Yes to enjoying your life. Many successful people don't have more time than anyone else. They simply make different choices. They understand that life is filled with trade-offs. Every decision opens one door and closes another. Imagine you receive an invitation to another unnecessary meeting. You politely decline. Instead, you finish an important project, or you leave work on time, or you have dinner with your family. The decision wasn't really about saying no. It was about choosing what mattered most. That's the real power of saying no. It's not about rejecting people. It's about protecting your best life. Let me share a personal story with you. Early in my career, I wanted everyone to like me. Whenever someone asked for help, I immediately said yes. If a coworker needed support, I was there. If my manager asked for extra work, I accepted it. If someone wanted me to join another meeting, I joined. At first, I felt proud. I thought saying yes made me a good teammate. But after a few months, I noticed something. I was always busy, yet I rarely finished my own most important work. I stayed late at the office. I answered emails at night. Even on weekends, I kept thinking about work. One Friday afternoon, my manager asked me a simple question. Jessica, what is your most important project this week? I knew the answer, but I also knew something else. I hadn't spent enough time on it. I had spent my week helping everyone else. That conversation changed the way I worked. I didn't become unfriendly. I didn't stop helping people. Instead, I learned to pause before answering. Sometimes I said, "Let me check my schedule first." Sometimes I said, "I'd love to help, but I can't this week." And sometimes I simply said, "No, thank you." To my surprise, people respected my honesty. And something even better happened. The help I did give became more meaningful because I wasn't exhausted anymore. That experience taught me that saying no doesn't close doors. Sometimes it opens the right ones. Before we finish today's episode, I have a small challenge for you. This week, pay attention every time someone asks you to do something. Before answering, don't say yes immediately. Take a deep breath. Pause for a few seconds, then ask yourself 3 simple questions. Do I really have time? Is this important? What will I need to give up if I say yes? If the answer doesn't feel right, try saying no politely. You don't need to explain everything. You don't need to feel guilty. A simple, "I'm sorry that I can't this time," is often enough. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but like every new skill, it becomes easier with practice. Today's takeaway. Let's quickly remember today's 5 reasons. Every yes has a hidden cost. Clear boundaries earn respect. Saying no helps you focus. It protects your energy from burnout, and it allows you to say yes to what truly matters. Remember, saying no isn't about being negative. It's about making intentional choices. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to please everyone. You only have to spend your time on the things that bring the greatest value to your life. Sometimes one small word can completely change the way you work, the way you live, and the way you feel. That word is simply no. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What is the hardest thing for you to say no to? Extra work? Friends? Family? Or maybe social invitations? Share your answer in the comments below. And if you have a polite way of saying no, I'd love to hear that too. Your idea might help someone else in our community. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. I hope today's episode reminds you that your time, your energy, and your attention are valuable. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who always says yes. This is Jessica from English Daily Studio. Improve your English one interesting story at a time. And remember, every time you say no to something that doesn't matter, you're saying yes to something that truly does. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.